Hello everyone. I'm really happy that you find my tutorial on Cloudflare Access useful and that you have already implemented two-factor authentication on your website. So, as my next tutorial, I wanted to show you how you can use your free Cloudflare Access account for securing your self-hosted applications and any other services that you would usually set up with some reverse proxy software like NGINX Proxy Manager or Traefik, if you want to have them served on your domain or have access by somebody else. Most amazing thing about this method is that you don't need any open ports on your server except SSH port 22. Usually you would only allow access to port 22 and secure it by whitelisting your IP address. So it will only allow logins if you are using that designated IP. For this tutorial, we will set up a self-hosted code server that is open source version of Microsoft VS Code. You may be thinking, what are the benefits of this? So basically, you can run VS Code in your browser. On any device, you will have a consistent development environment, and it will also help you speed up tests, compilations, downloads, and more. You can also create access for developers and have everything under your brand or domain. I will also include link for the code server GitHub if you want to learn more about it. Next thing is, you may be asking how I can get access on my code server under my domain. First, you're gonna need to have your server, Docker, and Docker Compose installed already. Distro really doesn't matter, but I prefer Debian 11. Assuming you have all these things prepared and your port 22 is secured, we will install Cloudflare tunnel. So what is a Cloudflare tunnel? Basically, your web server will only communicate outside directly to Cloudflare and will respect your already created group authorization that we created in our first tutorial. Also, I will link this in the description so we can read more about it. So, shall we start? Yeah. Okay. First thing is you have to log in to your code server. And we're gonna be using Docker Compose for this, and you should have already prepared your Docker Compose file, so you can install it with just one single command. So we go cd home Docker code server. Right, where I'm. Hold on. cd Docker. You can list. I already got the code server folder here, so we go cd code server, and now we will run the command to install the code server. So there is a Docker Compose d, and it is the pulling the image from the Linux server.io repository and is installing. So we will wait just a little bit. And now the code server is already installed. We can list it by Docker PS. As you can see, is running on our local host and also on the port 8443, which we will need later. Now, we're going to need to install the Cloudflare tunnel software. So when you log into your Cloudflare Zero Trust dashboard or Cloudflare Access, you go to tunnels. And you will create your first tunnel that will communicate with your web server. So you're gonna add code server. And here you can choose your distribution operating system and anything else. So we have a Debian. And all we need is just to copy this command here. Copy that. We can do sudo and paste the command. We enter our strong and complicated password. Hold on. Why is this happening every time I record something? Oh, well, because of my keyboard. Yeah. So we have our password now, and it's installing the tunnel. And it's already installed, and now you should see in your dashboard that you have a connection with your origin IP server. Now we go next. And now it really depends where you want to have your code server to be served, on which subdomain. So we go to code, and we will select our domain. And for the service, you will select HTTP, localhost, and the port that we saw is 8443, and saved code server tunnel. And now you will be able to access your code server on this subdomain. So shall we visit it? Yeah. We go code.wstify.uk, and here is it. Now we will log in, and the password is gonna be that you specified in your Docker Compose file. I'm not going to show you how you can install it because that's for another day, but maybe in the future I can show you how you can install it. We go, don't save. Yes, I trust the authors. You can edit it how you can want, and you have your own code server on your own VPS and your domain. And also we can create some rules how you can protect it. So we go again to applications, add application, self-hosted. We type the name, code, 1 month, code, webnestify.uk. Go next. Oh yeah, it's gonna be email. We don't have the policy here. Hold on. Maybe sometimes you have to just open this and go back to application and create it again. Code, next. And yes, now you can see that policy we created in the first tutorial. So we go to email. And the application. So now when we refresh this page, we should be presenting by the 2FA by the Cloudflare. So yes, and we will get the code on our email. Where is it? and we get the code on the email and call this 784065. Now we sign in, and here we are. You can also create new workspaces, new folders for the developers, and everything. It's just a fully fledged VS Code in your web browser on your server. You can access it anytime, anyone you want, anytime you want, and yeah, basically that's it. So if you wanna deploy this kind of solutions on your server, let me know and I can help you with this. So thank you for watching, and I hope you find this useful, and sorry for my English or my language. So it gets better, trust me. Thank you.